Welcome back to the channel. On this episode of earnings season, we will talk about three different stocks. They are all giants in their industry. Actually, two of the stocks belongs to the same industry, one in a different industry. And I am talking about Mastercard, Visa, and Apple. Mastercard and Visa plus Apple declared their earnings last night, and they all smashed their earnings. Fantastic. They smashed their earnings by wide margins. They beat all estimate analysts and all that. In spite of fintech payment system here and there, the competition and all that, Mastercard and Visa, they've proven that they are the giant and their value. It doesn't matter whether you have fintechs in there and there, payment system everywhere, they are still the giant in the industry. Let's begin with Mastercard details. Mastercard actually beat its earnings by almost 30 million. The revenue was 5.2 billion. 5.2 billion in revenue, beating the estimate by 30 million. The EPS was actually $2.35, beating the estimate by 1.4. And switch transaction actually grew by 23% for Mastercard. And for Visa revenue was actually 7.6 billion. It actually beats its revenue is actually 23.9% year on year. Can you imagine? 23.9%. It actually beat its revenue by 270 million. The EPS is $1.81, beating the estimate by 0.11. Visa card, in spite of all the competition, payment, fintech here and there, is still a giant in the industry. Let's talk about Apple earnings. Apple is just wonderful. Apple is a money printing company. It's giant. Let me show you something. This is why Apple is a winner. You see, we keep buying iPhones and all the gadgets. My laptop is actually Mac. I have 3 phones. My wife has 2 phones, and they're both iPhones. This is iPhone X, iPhone 12, and this is the special edition for iPhone 7 or so. Yeah. So you see, we keep buying iPhones. We keep doing all that. They are just a wonderful company with a wonderful product. When you are Apple and you know that you have great product and people love your product, and you have App Store that everyone wants to be in the App Store, you can afford to do anything. You can afford to go into, I mean, you have all this amount of cash in your balance sheet. You do whatever you want. This stock, Apple, is also a dividend payment stock. Is not actually known for dividend payment. However, Mastercard and Visa card are actually paying dividend, and they're paying good dividend, unlike Apple. Apple just need to do more in the areas of paying dividend to the shareholder. I know they do buybacks, a lot of buybacks, which is also good for investors, but Apple should consider more on the dividend side. However, let's go and look at the chart. Let's see what the chart is doing, is saying on Apple, Mastercard, and Visa card. So we are looking at daily chart for Visa. Visa gap up earlier today as market open. As they beat their earnings, I mean, when companies beat their earnings, a lot of things can happen. So, but as we can see, the information we can get from here is that it's consolidating around here. there's a support there, and around here um, there's resistance here. So hopefully, if we can beat this, break up this resistance, then we are heading to 240. You know, but then because there's a gap up here, I usually like when stocks gap down. I know that they will gap up. But now that is the gap down. Hopefully it will take a while before it will gap down. I mean, come down to cover the gap. But let's see, 52. Let's see a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, I think we can see that Visa is actually down for about 12% this year. I mean, so far from the high. The high is 252 weeks. When I say the high, I mean 52 weeks high is $252, and it's currently trading as $232. So Visa market cap is 428 billion, and this is shares outstanding. The P/E ratio is 33. Also, I would say it's been an uptrend um, from here, yeah. Then it started consolidating around here. I would say, yeah. So, well, it started consolidating around this axis. So, um, let's look at some checklist. William J. O'Neill, 7 out of 9. Can we look at Benjamin Graham's? Okay, Benjamin Graham, 10 out of 13. Let's look at the owners and the funds. Funds has 48% of Visa, the banks 2%, and you and I and others. These are some information you can get on MarketSmith platform. Can we go back to daily chart for Visa? There isn't really much you can what I am looking at is that if Visa can break this resistance here, we will be looking at 240. We'll be high at 240. This is the support here. So it's ranging, it's consolidating between here. But if you can break this up, then we're looking at 240. Yeah, definitely it's been there before. It can happen. So this is all about what we can see on the chart for Visa. So this is Mastercard daily chart. Guys, have you noticed something about Mastercard and Visa card? We know that they are competitor, but the chart also looks very similar. I can tell you that Mastercard is also consolidating around here, and yeah, just as Visa, both consolidating, and it also gap up earlier today as market open. The difference is that Mastercard is trading at 369, while Visa is 223 or so. Let's look at weekly chart. On a weekly chart, very similar as well. On a weekly chart, Mastercard is trading 8% down from the high. The high is actually 401. The Mastercard market cap is 362 billion. This is the share outstanding. The P/E ratio is 42, a little bit higher than Visa, and also obviously it is also consolidating around here. Let me draw this, consolidating here and also consolidating here. So it's a range. In between here is ranging. Actually, you can also do this. Yeah, yeah. So let's have a look at the checklist for Benjamin Graham's Mastercard has 9 out of 3. Let's see, Williams J. O'Neill. I use this metric a lot. 7 out of 9. They're both similar. Let's look at owners and funds. Okay, you can see that funds has 41% and banks 2%. Very similar to Visa. You know, we know they are competitors, and also we know that they are both facing challenges from fintechs here and there all around the world. But for the chart, well, price action, I would say we are bullish here. This is a bullish candle. In fact, it's an engulfing candle. So we expect that this will be an uptrend because this is an engulfing candle that we're looking at on a weekly chart. Let's look at the daily chart. Yes, on a daily chart, it's obvious that it's an engulfing candle here. So it's a continuation of that. And also, you can see that they're both trading below 200-day moving average. But you can see that 20-day has crossed over 50-day going up. So this is the bullish trend for Mastercard, and it's the same with Visa as well. Let Let me just draw this back again, so we see where the range, where the support is, and the resistance is here. Yeah. So we are looking at, if this resistance is broken, we can be behind 400 for Mastercard. 400. Yes, we can be high in 400 for Mastercard. However, it's consolidating here now. So, what other information can you get from the chart? Price action, guys. Well, I think I'm cool with this. Um, yeah, this is all about what we can see. But you can still have a lot of information that you can read, fundamentals and all that. So, we are looking at daily chart for Apple, ticker AAPL. Um, what we can see here, we can see that it's an uptrend until this recent correction, which we saw Apple trading below 50-day moving average. In fact, 200-day moving average. But then um, we have a like an engulfing candle here. Or okay, this is an anchor. What we have here now is that okay, we're an uptrend and it started to consolidate around here. Let me draw the line of support that we can see here. Um, yeah, Apple is a support here. Also, there's a resistance here. So between here now, we would say Apple is ranging or consolidating. Um, Apart from here, down here it was an uptrend till here, and then we have we have it up here. So yeah, we have that up there, and then we can also say, yeah. Mm. Um, Market cap, the P ratio for Apple is 26. I would say quite reasonable for the kind of stock it is. Quite reasonable. Wow, this is a weekly chart. You can see this is an uptrend on a weekly chart. It, it's very obvious. See, down, lower low. It's doing high, lower low. See, so we can see that Apple was actually on an uptrend till the recent correction. So here there's a support around here. Yeah. So Apple is trading 7% down from the high. The high is actually 182. Apple is a $3 trillion market cap company, the first American company to attain that level. Obviously, it's floating between that now. Um, as I said, the P ratio is here is listed as 26. Apple, I would say Apple is a money printing machine. It prints out dollars. Those of us that have um, Apple in our portfolio, we are glad. It's a good stock. It's a performing stock. Let's look at the checklist here. Okay, Benjamin Williams J. O'Neill is actually 7/9. Let's look at Benjamin Graham's. Yeah, Benjamin Graham, yeah, 9/13. But Apple is a different kind of stock. Yeah. Um, what else can we get from the chart here? This is a weekly chart. Let's go back on a daily chart to see if we can get more information. If you can read any price action there again. Well, this is by the end of trading day today, we'll call this an engulfing candle, and you can see that the 20-day average has crossed over. In fact, 20 days, 50-day average is about to cross over 20-day, going up. So um, we have it here. We have the resistance here. So we're looking back at 180 to 182, which was a previous high. If we could attain 180, then we will get to another level. It will be new 52-week high. So apart from that, all the information we can get here is that Apple is actually um, about to start consolidating around there, or is even doing that at the moment. You can see ranging in between here. So the earnings are good, as we all know. Well, that's all we can see from the chart. The chart is awesome. It looks nice. The chart, it's not significant. It's not any big deal on the chart. Mastercard and Visa card are both consolidating. They actually look very similar to each other on the chart. We know they are competitor. Apple chart is also, it was on the uptrend till the correction. This is in the middle of correction. Inflation, rate hike, Fed meetings here and there. A lot of things happening. Yield curve. There's a lot going on at the moment. In spite of that, Apple delivered, Mastercard delivered, Visa delivered. These are smashing stocks. Consider these stocks in your portfolio. Thank you for watching this channel. We hope you have gotten value for your time. Please call again, like and share, and tell your other friends about our channel. We will continue to produce content that will educate and support your investment journey. Thank you.